And now share the screen. All right. And we have calf. Whew. So before we get into the meditation, I want to hear from you. It's not me actually. I think it's the spirit wanting to hear from you. Are you noticing any changes in the way you connect through the meditation, but also during the day? Are you noticing more intuition, or are you noticing more guidance? Can you feel spirit's presence? This, well, I guess I'm
Yes,
channeling our energy
very much so.
with you by your side.
Yes.
Okay. Um, we want to ask you, do you can you see how this connection can be deeper from you, um, from the way you perceive your journey in this space and this connection that we are having and building now? Is there anything that you see could be done from our end?
Hmm.
And this is a
That's a good
question.
question.
This is a
Mhm,
question for all of you, please.
mhm.
If you have ideas, um, because what we read is energy. We read your thoughts and we read your emotions, but maybe you haven't thought about connecting in a deeper way. And that's why you are not expressing or putting like a sign outside of yourself that we can read. So, can you think of where you want to bring this relationship with us? What is your intention? What are your ideas?
I have a comment.
Please.
I hmm, um, I have found that already I've had a deeper relationship, and I know it because as soon as the meditation starts, my heart starts really beating um, in a bounding way, and so I know my heart is opening to this relationship. And what my question is it because relationship is so important to me, spiritually, with these new teachers, I've been looking for a way of being able to call on them during the day. And I don't know if they have time for that kind of thing or not, but be interested to know what they think and about that.
They don't, we we are not limited by time. We exist through presence, and we are present in all of your lives. Our energy is outside your cocoon in a way, but we don't invade. So if you do not open your cocoon to establish a connection, we do not filter through and force you to connect. But our presence is all around you. The idea of time that you experience, like you can be at one place at one time, does not apply to us. So we can be existing in many projects, let's put it that way, many projects at the same time. And our attention can be focused in many situations at the same time. So as we are downloading messages with Laura, we are also connecting with each of you. And sometimes Laura download messages that through, and perhaps you notice that we start with one theme and then the conversation starts shifting and taking a new direction because we are understanding your inner questions as you listen messages. So she started giving you the answers to the questions that are resonating in you. But in order for us to understand how to direct the answers or the conversations, we need to somehow be able to read what are your questions. Now, our presence is always with you, with all of you individually, with all of you collectively, and also with our own affairs. We can be present in more than one space. It is as simple as for you to be sitting on your couch and watching 3 TV channels at the same time. We are sure that you can do that. And you can be watching TV while playing games on your phone and having a conversation with friends that are with you and thinking of what you're gonna do the next day. You can do all of that at the same time. We are watching you doing it. The problem with that experience is that sometimes you're not present in any of them. But eventually you're gonna learn to be present in all of them at the same time, being very present on what's happening on the TV, very present at your video game, very present with your friends. You can do that the same way we do that with you. Attention can be shared and we can be 100% present in all the situations that we want to be. When you enter this meditation, you are enter this meditation to connect with the messages, to receive this energy. So the moment that you enter this meditation, you already giving us permission because that's your intention. Laura is not telling you that we are coming together to cook a meal. She's saying that she is connecting with us and she wants to share messages, and that's why you are connecting with her. So you are giving us permission. But now through your day, you are not making a conscious decision. You're not putting the message out there, open for business. You are not. You are busy doing what you are doing. We cannot interfere if you don't turn on that sign that we can read that give us permission to interact with you. And it is never a waste of our time because we are not limited by time. It's always our honor.
Thank you.
So I have found it helpful, and this has been really just over the last couple of days, because I've tried to connect, and I don't feel like I've been connecting during the day. But the last couple of days, when I feel like I really want to do that, I've been stepping into the golden light, and then I feel like my focus, the focus of my intention is stronger. So that's been helpful as a way to connect.
Because the moment that you think the field of golden light is the moment that you are saying, I want to connect.
Right.
So it can be the golden light, but you also can think of us. As simple as that.
But that didn't seem to be strong enough to just think that.
Yes. Both
I guess
will.
because I'm a visual person. So having the golden light helps me focus more. Yeah.
It is perfectly fine and beautiful that you think of this space, because you are entering a space that for us is very real. For you is in your mind, for us is a space. So when you enter the field of golden light, you are activating yourself to connect with us. That is perfect, is not the word that I'm getting, but like spot on. Now, we want to tell you that is not necessary. The connection can be also much, much easier. You can think of ourselves, put our intention out there, and that give us permission to start connecting with you. The only thing that we need is permission from you to start interacting with you. Now, if you enter the field of golden light, you are activating yourself to receive a more clear connection. But what we want you to understand today is that the moment that you put an emotion or a thought or an intention or a word out there, I want to connect, you are opening yourself to the connection. Now, with time, you will start feeling the connection more clear. Of course, preparing yourself helps because it opens you, it activates your radar. Of course, all of that helps you. If you open your connection with Earth, if you activate your beam of white light above you, you allow the Mother, Father be alive within you. If you turn on all the layers, as we were explaining before, the more you prepare yourself, the clearer will be the communication. But in order to communicate, the only thing that you want to do is to give us permission. It's important for us that you understand that we are not entities that are out there and are unreachable for you. We see you as equals. We admire your transformation and your journey, and we are here to assist you because you were the brave ones entering physicality. So we are here to assist you. Imagine that a family member of yours goes to a war because he's needed in that place. It goes to an extreme difficult place. Maybe it goes to teach kids in tremendous needs. That member, that family member of you is the brave one that decide to do something about a situation. And she knows the sacrifices and how hard it's going to be. What happened with the rest of the family? The rest of the family is praying for him, for her. Is always asking, how can I help? What can we send you? What do you need from us? So that person that is going through that challenging situation needs to reach out and say, this is what I need. And of course, when that person that you love says, this is what I need, the whole family provides. Send what your loved one needs. You don't think less of that loved one because it's in a tough spot. What you think is pride because that loved one is doing an amazing job. You admire and you tell the story of the family member, your loved one, what she's doing. That's how we feel about you. So the moment that you pick up the phone and you say, "This is what I need," oh, believe, creation, start sending it. Now, the agreements of physicality requires you to know how to receive. And that's where the tricky situations come. The same way that sending supplies to a place of war or extreme isolation might be difficult. It's not that the family don't want to send, it's that for the person to receive is difficult because of the environment around that person. So we have been sharing with you techniques or ways for you to be ready to receive what is being sent your way. But the moment that you remember that we are by your side, the moment that you have an intention, a thought, an emotion, the moment that you think of us, we are there for you. Does that make sense? Does that make it clear how this relationship works?
Very helpful. It says to me, you are most earnest and in wanting to share your love and teachings with us. And thank you so much.
Also, it's important for us to say, we are not telling you anything that you already don't know. You already know all these teachings. But when you enter physicality, all the teachings are being removed from you in order to experience physicality and find your ways into the light. What we are doing is reminding you of how to navigate physicality. What we are sharing with you is understandings that we have of how creation works. And we are sharing at our level. But it's also important that you can receive at your level. So, as you open yourself to 1, 2 new wisdoms or new teachings, if you want to call it that way, you transform yourself and you prepare yourself to the next flow of teachings. But it's all you remembering what you already know. Don't think that we are wiser. It's just that we exist right now in a space that allow us to have access to all that information. And you decided to enter a space that blocks all that information. But you decided that because you want to bring that information back in. So, you are activating in physicality understandings that are part of physicality, but were removed, were hidden, because they were misinterpreted and misused. The level of love now of physicality is allowing this understandings to be activated again. And the way to activate the understanding is by you activating them within yourself and then sharing. But someone have to download the messages, and a lot of you are doing it, downloading messages. So that way, collectively, you start remembering. But it's important for us that you do not separate yourself from us, that you don't think of us being wiser or better or bigger or brighter, because it's not that way. Soul to soul, we are brothers and sisters. Soul to soul, we are one. Again, we are the ones outside with the maps and the information. And you are the ones inside, finding pathways, finding ways with little bit of light. So from outside, we are giving you instructions. You are the one doing the work. We are just assisting you. Any other comment? And the question again is, in what direction would you like to move with this relationship? If you cannot think of it now, activate it in you. Maybe later through the day or the next week or the next month. But remember that your intention is a light that turns on and we can read. Your desires, your needs are lights that turn on and then we can read. And once you turn that light on, you're giving us permission to work with you. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Certainly does. Yes.
So now, this is the state that we want to activate with you this week that we are connecting with CAF. Because CAF is understanding your inner power. CAF is finding your directions. CAF is understanding that it's all about you and what purpose you are giving to your life, what meaning you are giving to every situation in your life, what direction you are deciding to take, what challenges you see on your path, what tools you want to activate. What does it take for you to get where you want to get? So for that, you have to understand who you are. You have to understand your mission. You have to understand the soul that you are, that decided to come into this world, into this dimension, and work and commit to make a change, to bring light into this dimension. You have to understand that as a soul, you want to understand more of limitations and challenges, and you want to connect deeper with feelings. And you decided to take on this dimension, which is not easy to navigate. But that is the strength of your soul. How brave and courageous your soul is. So once you are here, Kaf can assist you to continue with that courage, remembering how strong you are, remembering your power, your inner power. You had a plan, and then you came here and you forgot the plan because it's part of the agreement. And then things started happening in your life and you felt lost, little, powerless, without direction. Everything feels overwhelming. And you forgot that you have a purpose, that you wanted to achieve something. And little by little, you are giving up on that dream and living life in a numb state, repeating same things every day, accepting what life is giving you without thinking that you have power to change it. It is what it is, you say. No, it is what you want to make it. It is what you are capable of doing. It is how much awareness you have of your power. It's not it is what it is. So Kaf is that fuel, that furnace in you being turned on. So you can start transforming inside. And you start remembering your purpose. And you start remembering the direction that you want to navigate into. And you start remembering your divinity. And you start remembering that you can change things around you. And you start remembering that how you perceive reality matters and you can change your perception. And you start remembering that you have to start removing chains that do not belong to you. And you start remembering that you are free. And you start remembering that you can overcome everything that life is throwing at you. So then you can start living your own life. And you can move in your own direction. And you know you don't waste the time that was given for you to leave Earth, to live in Earth. That is the power of Kaf. Activating in you everything that you already are. Removing distractions. Knowing that you are a unique manifestation of that one light with a goal, with a purpose, that you are on your mission and creation needs you to achieve that goal. Think about it. How many times through the day you feel that you are in charge of your life? How many times through the day you feel that you can change what you feel is not aligned with your path. Activate Kaf in you. When you feel tired, when you feel lost, when you feel that you cannot find your way out of a conflictive situation, activate Kaf in you. Kaf is the willpower of the divine. It's courage, it's strength. It gives you clarity to find that way that you are seeking but you cannot see. And then it gives you the strength to walk that path. When you feel the winds coming against you and the backpack is heavy and you feel thirsty and tired, at that moment activate Kaf. So when you give up, God in you take over and help you arrive to that place while you rest. Think of Kaf this way. Is surrendering to the divine when you feel that you cannot continue. When you seek for that path and you cannot find it, surrender and activate the spark in you through Kaf. Surrender and ask the divinity in you to tell you where the path is, and if needed, to bring you on that path, to that path. Because it's clear for us how difficult finding things here is, how challenging manifesting things is, how lost sometimes people get. But knowing that you have that button in you that you can press, and then divinity takes over. Knowing that God's expression exists in you, that one light is your essence. And that essence is never lost and is never tired. It's always in the light. Ask for assistance. And ask your ego mind to move away and allow the light in you to bring you where you must be, you desire to be. The thing is, you are an expression of that one light. So your intentions and the light intentions are the same. The one that sometimes get on your way is your ego. And your ego is shaped with all the conditioning of your society and the time that you are living in. But what gives you joy and your desires, your true desires, your soul desires are always aligned with the light in you, which is the light in creation. when you honor that light, you feel joy and expansion. Your ego mind sometimes complains because it doesn't understand it, but your heart feels the joy. Know that that little spark that we have been showing you and we have been working with to activate it in you, it is not a little spark. It's God in you. It's your essence. It's where you're coming from and where you're going to. It's everything. You are the layers, the unique and beautiful layers around that spark. But don't get confused. The layers are not permanent. The layers are the game that you are playing right now. What is true and infinite and unchangeable is the light in you. Follow the path that the light is showing you. Ask your light how you can be of service to that light. Give that light time and space to be expressed. And go do your thing, but when you feel that your thing is not giving you, is not helping you arrive to any place that is aligned with you, then check with the light and ask, what am I doing wrong? What do I need? What am I not seeing? What do I need to understand? Ask the light, be louder. Tell me, show me. What you have to do is work on silencing your ego mind, releasing the conditioning. Start tilting the scale on the other side. More wisdom from your heart, less confusion from your ego mind. Activate your inner light and calm the noise from society. Connect with your inner knowing, with the wisdom of that light, and question everything that came from family, friends, TV, society, history. Can you feel it right now in you? The space in your heart center. Can you see how divine you are right now? Can you feel it? You are light manifested in physicality, and to be manifested, that light get covered by layers and layers of belief systems. But go through all the layers, as many as you can, and see which ones are helping you and which ones are delaying your journey. Remove as many as you can if you want to. You will have to have a physical body while you are here in this physical dimension. But go through all the information in your mental layers. Go through all the information in your emotional layers and release. Find the things that are slowing you down and be brave to release them. And adjust your life as many times as you feel you have to. Question everything that you do while you're doing it. Is it helping you? Can you believe in others again? Can you trust? Can you open your heart? Can you believe in yourself? Do that inner work of releasing what is not longer serving you. Negotiate with your ego mind. Show your ego mind that your inner light knows better. And start allowing your ego mind to guide you. The activation of the divinity in you, of your spark, is all you need to flow through this lifetime. To connect with that flow and allow the flow to move you. You don't have to take walls down. You have to connect with that flow. The flow knows. The wisdom of that flow knows how to bring you to the places that you must arrive, avoiding all the walls. So that way you don't have to fight and take walls down. What you have to do is to understand what aspects, what conditioning in you, what stories you believed that are not letting you to grab that flow. That is the work that is needed most. Not to activate the light, but to remove all the things that are trapping that light in you, not allowing your light to be expressed and to guide you. Thank you for connecting today. Thank you for creating this space with us today. Thank you for your openness to accept what we are sharing. So together, let's breathe in and exhale. Breathe in, exhale. One more time, take a deep breath and exhale. Now our hearts are aligned, our vibrations are aligned, our hearts are connected. Feel the space of golden light around you. as always, find that place. Claim your true place within this field. Allow everything to manifest around you. You are in that center. And from that center, things manifest around you. Things are in perfect harmony with the divine plan. Give yourself the opportunity to observe what life is bringing to you. Observe what life is asking you to release, to let go. But within this space, while you are here, because here we are by your side, supporting you, feeding you with our loving light. Helping you to activate that light in you. Another deep breath. Exhale. Remember your divinity. And when you feel ready, there is no rush. When you feel ready, open your eyes.